trombonist of the Virginia Symphony Orchestra, and I would like to introduce you to the trombone. The trombone is a member of the brass family, and perhaps by now you've already met some of the other members of the brass family, which include the trumpet, the French horns, the trombones, and the tuba. The trombones are divided largely into two different types of trombones, the tenor trombone and the bass trombone. I happen to play the bass trombone, and it looks like this. So I'm going to give you a good tour of the instrument. That right there is called the bell section. The bell is called the bell, first of all because it rings like a bell, but also because it's shaped like a bell. The way all the brass instruments work is we all produce sound the same way, by buzzing our lips together. The lips actually make the music. A singer produces sound with their vocal cords. Brass instruments make music with our lips. The other thing that we have in common with the other brass instruments, of course, is that our instruments are all made out of metal. They're all made out of brass, essentially, which is an alloy of zinc and copper. And you may see sometimes that trombones sometimes are a little more red, sometimes they're a little more golden in color. That all depends on the amount of copper that's in that mixture. The trombone is different from the other instruments, mostly because of this. This is called the slide of the trombone, and it slides out and back. And that's one of the things that help change the pitches. So you've seen that I can change pitches with my lips, which go onto the mouthpiece. And another way we change pitch on the trombone is with our slide. That's what makes us special. That's called a glissando, when the notes sound like that, when you hear that scoop between notes. And sometimes composers write for that in the orchestra when they want to give something a very characteristic sound. I'm going to play something for you right now, and I want you to think about what the composer was trying to portray. In this case, it was a type of animal. So I want you to think of what kind of animal this could be. What kind of big, heavy, plodding animal could that represent? Well, if you were thinking of an elephant, you were thinking the same thing that the composer was when he wrote the piece. He was actually depicting elephants crossing the Alps. And that composer named Kodály wrote that piece in the 20th century. Another composer who wrote earlier for the trombone in the 1700s was named Haydn. And he wrote something that will sound very different. It's called The Creation. So you hear it's very different in character from the Kodály. A lot more notes, more nimble, faster. Those are two ways that composers write for the trombone and the orchestra. Now, I would encourage you, if you have any questions about the trombone or anything in the symphony, you can email the Virginia Symphony. You can find the information on our website where you find these videos, and email us, and I will be absolutely happy to answer any questions you might have.